unfortunately, we had a playoff loss to the Portland Trail Blazers, so Dame Lillard and his squad will be taking on the Clippers. But let's get to the NBA Finals and see who will end up facing each other off for the NBA Championship. Play-in matchups have already been determined. The Portland Trail Blazers will be taking on the 1 seed LA Lakers, and the 8 seed will go to the Toronto Raptors. Let's see how the first round plays out. And let's see, the Lakers advance, so do the Pelicans. Memphis also advances in 7. So does Phoenix, 4 games to 1. The 76ers advance 4 games to 2 against Toronto. They'll be taking the Milwaukee Bucks, not the now current day Bucks. Game is still in Portland. Between Miami and New York, they'll be facing each other off again. This is the, I want to say the this is the 5th time in their history they face one another. That's important to me because I'm a Knicks fan and I despise all Miami teams. Love the city though, I ain't gonna lie. Will Miami make it again for the, oh man, I think 5th year in a row they've done this. So Miami does advance. They'll be taking on 76ers. Is Embiid back? It's a very important question for me to ask because I know he was hurt. There was a gentleman, oh man, what was his name? His name is going to show up as soon as it pops up. See, Miami, of course, led by Jimmy Butler, and the 76ers, I think Embiid should be back. I believe he was only on a day-to-day injury, and the last year's MVP, I feel like I scrolled right past his name. Here he is. He did play, or he has played. Yeah, he's playing, and that gentleman I was talking about was Paul Reed, the most improved player. The Phoenix Suns are in the Western Conference Finals, which is big because remember, they made that move to get Bradley Beal in, and it is seemingly like it's paying off thus far, but they do have to face Zion Williamson. Let me know down in the comment section which finals matchup you'd rather see out of these 4 teams. Who is going to the finals? And okay, Zion Williamson advances to the finals, 34.2 points, 0.8 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals, almost a block shot. If I can move out the damn way. 73.6% from the field. That is bananas. Doesn't look like he took any threes or he even hit any threes. And 78% from the free throw line. On the Eastern Conference half, Jimmy Butler does it again. I don't know how he's doing this. I gotta be honest, I don't understand how he's doing this. Granted, this is a video game. Like, seriously, Jimmy Butler, after the age of like 30, once he got to Miami, he's pretty much willed the Miami Heat to success. Granted, hasn't gotten him a championship just yet, but these numbers definitely show that, you know what, sometimes guys are gonna be like real late bloomers and might peak later in their years. He's 34 in this, at least gives me some hope. I'm 33, so the numbers: 25.7 points, 8 boards, 7.7 assists, 2.2 steals, of course, from the steals leader, and he got a block a game, so doing it all, filling the stats, filling the stat sheet. Pelicans take game 1 by 3. As a matter of fact, we'll take a look at the box score. CJ McCollum led the Pelicans with 27 points, 4 boards, 6 assists, and 2 blocks. Brandon Ingram, 24 and 5, 2 assists. Zion, 24, 11, 3 assists, a steal. So, you know, the top bucket getters for Pelicans, able to get the job done by 3 in a pretty close matchup the entire all 4 quarters. And the Heat, unfortunately, were take the L in this one. Jimmy Butler, 3 of 15 from the field, not good at all. Did get 10 assists, but, you know, he's got to shoot better. I think if he shoots, hell, 40%, the Heat win this game. Maybe the rest of the games will be just as close. The Heat pick up an 18-point victory in game number 2, 133-115, led by Bam Adebayo with 33 points and 12 rebounds, 3 assists and a block. Tyler Hero drops off 25 with 6 rebounds and 7 assists. You know what? I like the fact that Hero's moving the ball and not just chucking it. Mr. Jimmy Butler, 22, 8, and 7 with 3 blocks. That is big time. Alongside Duncan Robinson and who is that? That is Bryant. That is Thomas Bryant. I'm mad I can't remember his name. So 5 players in double figures. Kyle Lowry, 31 minutes, 9 points. At least he got 8 assists. I'll give him that. I would say he's got to step up more, but I mean, when guys like Thomas Robinson, Thomas Bryant, Duncan Robinson are stepping up, Lowry can kind of fall back some, especially at his age. What is it, like 36? 38. Oh, damn. I didn't know he was the hell. Yo, that man looked like he don't age. I can't even front. Unfortunately, on the other end, let me see. The Pelicans had 4 players in double figures, including 3 score over 20. Valanciunas 21 and 12 with 2 blocks. Brandon Ingram turned the ball over 5 times. I'm not going to say that's the reason why they lost, but, you know, you can't be turning the ball over that much. This is the finals, dude. Like, you got to come with it. You got to come with it. Zion, 24 and 5 with 4 assists. The swing game in the series will go to New Orleans, 123-121. Brandon Ingram, 31 points, 3 assists. CJ McCollum, 28 points, 4 assists, 4 boards. Valanciunas, 15 and 12. He is really, grabbing them boards. Zion, 17, 5 and a steal. Tyson Daniels contributes 6 assists. Seemingly, I'm going to assume off the bench. Not much in the way of scoring, but, you know, when your bench can come through and do what they need to do, it's big time in a swing game like this. The Pelicans just kind of dominated, 50 points to 30. As they, oh man, Miami got 2 30-point games and just still could not come up with the victory. Kevin Love is still playing, 6 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. Jimmy Butler fills up the stat sheet, 33, 5, 2, 3 steals and 2 blocks. He at least shoots a lot better than the first 2 games, but it is not enough thus far. Can Miami at least tie the series up, and then it really becomes best of 3 at that point? Turns out the Pelicans end up losing the game by 2. Man, it's that 3 out of the 4 games that have been very close by at least a basket. 126-124. It's tying the series at 2 apiece. Jimmy Butler, 31 points, 8 assists, 2 blocks, and a steal on 12 of 19 shooting, including a perfect 5-5 from the free throw line. Really, actually, the Miami Heat hit all of their free throws, not missing a single one. Bam Adebayo, 29, 11, 3 assists. Did not get a block, surprisingly. Duncan Robinson came to play, 17 points, 3 assists. Tyler Hero with a double-double, got 12 points, 10 assists. Kevin Love coming through off the boards, 8 points, 11 boards, 3 assists. Let's say almost turning the clock back some. Not the scoring he used to do back in, say, Minnesota, where, you know, he was practically almost, he was getting his assists, getting his points, getting his boards. You know, big time victory for Miami, who will take game number 5 though. So, above my head, it actually turns out Zion Williamson sprained his toe and will be out for the rest of the NBA Finals. That is big time. This might hinder the Pelicans' chance of winning the championship. That is, come on, man, cortisone it up. It's a sprain. Do something. Take some type of narcotic, painkiller. Get your ass out there and get the ring, bro. Don't know if you're going to get another shot like this again. Heat take advantage in game number 5. Go up 3 games to 2. 110-105. Brandon Ingram coming through, 28 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Valanciunas, 6 points, 16 boards, but he went 3 of 10 as far as shooting. Did get 2 blocks, but, you know, all these efforts just not enough to get New Orleans the victory in game number 5. As 6 Heat players are in double figures, including Tyler Hero dropping 22 and Jimmy Butler dropping 29. He had 5 steals. Butler Hero combination, 9 steals between them. As you know what, Miami might be able to eke out this one. You know, Jimmy Butler might actually win a championship this year. Rightfully so. Jimmy Butler named the Finals MVP, nearly putting up a triple-double with 37 points, 9 boards, 9 assists. Bam Adebayo, 28 points, 9 boards, and a block and 3 assists. Hero, 20 points, 8 boards, 9 assists, 2 steals. As Caleb Martin also comes through with 17 of his own. Finally got ourselves an NBA champion, but we have some work to do in the draft. What players who played in the NBA are going to call it quits? Let's take a look at the player retirements. LeBron, some people consider him the GOAT, some people don't. But, you know, he's hell at worst like top 3. LeBron's coming back, let's be honest. Andre Iguodala is going to call it a career. Kyle Lowry, following NBA championship, also called it a career. Thaddeus Young, after 17 seasons. Mike Conley, Robin Lopez. I wonder if his brother is going to call it quits. Probably not. DeAndre Jordan, Eric Gordon, Nicholas Batum, Danny Green, Derrick Rose, George Hill, Goran Dragic, Taj Gibson, PJ Augustin, and Serge Ibaka. I'm trying to see if there's any other big names, and it just seems like coming name after name. PJ Tucker, Marcus Morris Sr., Reggie Jackson, and we might get to the, we might get to the point where I don't know nobody, but Garrett Temple, Justin Holiday, and that's it. All right, not as many guys as I figured would actually retire. Staff retirements. I don't think y'all care. Inducted in the Hall of Fame way too fast. Nobody. Not this year, which makes sense. Probably more than likely would have been LeBron right then and there. You know how this game goes. Retired jerseys. Kyle Lowry finally getting his number 7 retired. He wouldn't get it retired with the Heat, as far as I'm concerned, but definitely with the Raptors. I don't consider him the greatest Raptor of all time. The greatest Raptor of all time is easy. It's Vince Carter, but I'm old head. Anyhow, league meetings. Let's see if any rules will be changed this season. And players will not. Yeah. We don't need players to not be eligible until at least 4 years removed from high school. No. I would honestly change that, but no, I'm gonna wait a couple seasons before I make that kind of change. Everything else, as far as the bonus, will be entered after 4 fouls committed in a single quarter. Change the timeout. The time the offense is given to advance the ball at 10 seconds, I would probably cut that to 6. Just get the damn ball up court. Sudden death overtime rule will never be a thing. I prefer in basketball that it's just played out, like a 5-minute session as it's been. And we don't need a set score or amount of points that needs. Just play the damn 5-minute quarter out. And division winners will. I will change that. I will admit, I will change division winners will get the top 3 seeds in each conference based on record. I believe in that wholeheartedly. Winning the division has to mean something, and we are going to change that now. Now, winning the division will matter, and it should matter, because otherwise, why have divisions at that point? CBA apparently will change in a year. We don't get a new TV deal for at least a year also. Draft lottery. Let's see where we will stand as far as getting our draft picks. Remember, we have 3 first-round picks, and we could make some moves. I believe they will show the lottery odds, and as you can see, we have a 1% chance of the 13th pick being number 1. You see where we're going at with this. The Rockets have a chance at getting the number 1 and number 2 picks in this draft. We also have a chance we can get the 3rd pick. The Knicks have 2 firsts, which I could have sworn that first round pick was given to Dallas last year, which if they didn't tank the last game of the season, we should have gotten our damn pick back. But whatever. I'm not going to bitch about this. Let's see how things play out. All right, with the 14th pick, it is going to go to the Oklahoma City Thunder, who selected Derek Lively last year. While the Thunder, okay, damn, don't autoplay for me, damn. Gotta skip that. Spurs, we will have the number 13 pick, and we now have the 13th and 17th picks in the draft. Will we move them? Will we use them? The Knicks. The 12th pick is up next, and it will go to New York, as they now have a first round pick. They also have another one. The Knicks will now take ownership of this pick from the Mavericks. I could have sworn that pick swap already happened. Again, I thought that pick swap happened last year. Again, I'm a Knicks fan in real life. I'm playing the Spurs because I do like the Spurs. I ain't gonna lie. All right, the Detroit Pistons will end up with the 11th pick in the draft. They haven't finished with a winning record in 8 seasons. Ugh. Damn. Hopefully they're starting their way back up. We saw Jaden Ivey in the Rising Stars game. This is why you place protections on your pick. The pick will remain the Pistons, and their pick next year will automatically be going to the Knicks. So the Knicks will have another year in which 2025 where they'll have 2 first rounders, at least 2 first rounders. I think they have 3. All right, the 10th pick will go to the Chicago Bulls. It's the 2nd consecutive year they'll end up with a lottery pick. I mean, as I would assume that team is really trying to rebuild following not making the postseason. And the number 9 pick will go to the Kings. This is their 18th consecutive year in the lottery. Really? But they made the postseason the year before. I didn't think they were lottery. Guess not. Longest active streak in the NBA. That's crazy. All right, the 8th pick. Originally held by the Jazz. They were going by the percentages, and no, it is going to go to the Indiana Pacers at number 8. That means the Jazz, and the Timberwolves have both moved into the top 4. Damn. Ooh. Are we going to get are we going to get a good pick? I don't know. Right, the Magic, this pick would have originally been held by the Magic, and it will stay with the Magic. Number 7. They selected Anthony Black last year with the number 6 pick. The 6th pick is going to go to the Oklahoma City Thunder, so they'll have 2 picks in the top 14. They tried to move up in the draft. I wouldn't blame them for doing so. Oklahoma might be like this close from having that next player that you're really able to build around, but you gotta think, at what point is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gonna be like, yo, I'm tired of just almost making the postseason, yada yada, get me out of OKC. Number 5 pick is going to go to the Charlotte Hornets. Oh my God, I am old. This will be their 7th lottery selection since 2017. They are under new ownership. MJ ain't owning them right now. That means the Hornets will be keeping their pick, and now it means their pick next year will go to us. I don't remember what trade that's for, but hey, I'll take another year with another first-round pick. It said we were projected to maybe get the 3rd, but let's see. All right, number 4 is going to the Rockets, not Minnesota. It's the 4th consecutive year they'll have a lottery pick. Now we're down to 3. Is Minnesota going to get the number 3 pick? They won't. No, the Jazz will end up with the number 3 pick. All right, they have never drafted number 1. Oh, really? I could have sworn Malone went. No, Malone never went number 1. Neither did Stockton. All right, it comes down to the Wizards and the Timberwolves, so we're not even in it. I thought maybe we got a shot. That's because the Hornets pick probably could have been up there if they actually landed as such, but that's okay. All right, Timberwolves will end up with the number 2 pick, which means Washington Wizards will be picking number 1 in a year. I'm sure they wish they had, selected number 1 the year before so that they can end up with Wemby. I actually created the draft class that we were drafting. There are a lot of aspects of it that are completely randomized, so I gotta admit, I don't have any idea who's good or who's not. I might have a slight idea, but I really don't. This is going to be the 5th time the Wizards have picked number 1 in the draft. In fact, let me know down below, besides Kwame Brown, who the Wizards have drafted number 1. That includes Bullet's history as well. All right, and here is the entire draft lottery. It'll go Wizards, T-Wolves, Jazz, Rockets from Brooklyn, I believe for the James Harden trade, the Hornets, the Thunder via Houston, Orlando, the Pacers, the Kings, the Bulls, the Pistons, the Knicks, us, the Thunder, the Bulls, the Celtics, us again. 18th pick will go to the Knicks, the Nuggets, the Pacers, the Hawks, the Pelicans, the Cavs, the Pelicans again, the Suns, the Celtics again, the Sixers, the Grizzlies. The Pelicans have 3 first-round picks. I wouldn't be surprised if they traded them. Of course, the Heat will draft last as the NBA World Champions. I don't care what you say. Listen, I can't think of too many international teams that are going to beat even the worst team in the league, whoever you may consider that to be. Not that the international game hasn't stepped up, I will admit. We've got some money to allocate. I know a lot of people probably don't even mess with this feature as far as, but I have changed some ticket prices, changed some other things. I will admit, our staff payroll shouldn't be as high as it was. I made a mistake coming into this where Greg Popovich didn't have his proper contract. I don't even think they've really updated it, and it's not like they're going to update it through the save file. So I think I accidentally doubled his salary. We should have like 11 million to play with or something, but I don't really care that much. Are we going to pay players? Are we going to maybe work with some arena operations, maybe some team operations? I almost want to up our team operations because it affects morale and free agent interest. Also promotions, though I think we did pretty well as far as selling tickets. Listen, we've got a star in Wemby, Rookie of the Year. Now you start to think, all right, what's the next step in his game? We're gonna up our promotions money up to 11 million, and I think we'll do concessions and merchandise sales as well. Just get a little more money in there. Who needs the $500,000? We could really use some help in coaching, definitely in scouting, and definitely in sports and medicine. So let's see what's out on the market, see who we will sign to help us. We're going to skip ahead to the draft combine just because ran out of budget, so whatever. whatever we get. All right, it's NBA draft time, man. We gotta see see what's out there for us, man. See what our future's gonna look like. Again, very, very flexible as to what we can do. Let's see who gets picked number 1 overall. This is the 2024 draft, and with the first pick, the Washington Wizards are on the clock, and they will select Zach Johnson from Gonzaga, 6'11", 233 pounds, and he's an example. Guy who is just gonna be a big, and you know what, pair him alongside Kuzma and a guy like Jordan Poole, they might have something here in the coming years. Mauricio Sanchez, the point guard for Spain, 6'3", 184 pounds. Despite not coming up through the, I guess, normal ranks as most Americans do, apparently they feel he will adjust very well. Jazz are now on the clock at the number 3 pick. They will take Alex Blake, the center, 7'1", 287 from Indiana. Yes, that is his actual hair color. Apparently, this means Walker Kessler might be a free agent if his price tag is too high. Remember, you saw him in the Rising Stars game, put up a double-double. Wouldn't mind having him if he's... Rockets now on the clock with the number 4 pick. They will take Donta Lambert, the point guard, 6'4", 205 from Duquesne. And apparently there could be a possibility Fred VanVleet doesn't sign a new contract. I don't see why they wouldn't just pair the two together in the backcourt. Like, VanVleet is probably more of a 2 guard than a 1, but you know, 2K loves to give everybody multiple positions. Like, everybody is just that versatile. All right, the Hornets in their first draft post MJ's sale, and Georgios Alexandri is going to be drafted from Greece. Right, they get themselves a big man. I also didn't realize how not that great these jerseys are. I thought it had a little more purple, you know, get a little more purple on the outline of the numbers, but neither here nor there. Well, of course, this is a mystery player because for some reason in the social media age, you can't just get dudes' highlights on Twitter anymore. Like, come on. The whole mystery international player thing is kind of, that shit is passe. Like, come on. The Thunder are now on the clock at, what is this, number 6? They are going to take Garrison Long, the 2 guard from North Carolina, 6'5", 214 pounds. He led the league, led the nation, in scoring at 25.2 points. And you know what? Damn, think about it. Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Garrison Long dropping buckets. Yo, Thunder might be on to something. Magic are on the clock. I believe it's the second time. And they have a trade. They're going to trade their number 7 pick to, and Jonathan Isaac to, oh, what the? Really? Really? You can trade the dude you just drafted in Terry Rozier, which I'm sure you don't need, for Jonathan Isaac and a first. Not my draft, not my problem. Whatever. They're going to take Owen Law. So, okay, actually, I'm not too mad at this trade for the Hornets. Terry Rozier, solid guy, but I don't know. Anyway, 6'5", 203, 5-star All-American. He has overcome some injuries, and hopefully he'll play well for Charlotte. Number 8 pick is up. And they will take Jeffrey Waters. Damn, a dude I really would have wanted. Apparently, he's a small forward, like I mentioned earlier. Apparently, he's got very high potential, so maybe this team has something. They'll pair him right next to Tyrese Halliburton and Mr. Miles Turner. Feels like Miles Turner's been there for like forever, too. With the number 9 pick, the Sacramento Kings take Damian Lowry. I'm assuming that's going to be a backup to De'Aaron Fox. I don't know if you're really going to be drafting a backup, but I mean, hey, maybe he brings something to the table that none of the other guards do. He is without a doubt a first-round talent, and they really don't give us much. But like, come on, y'all got to give us some better blurbs than this. This is whack. Tell me, he averaged like 2 steals and 8 assists or something. Like, give me something. Right, number 10 pick, the Bulls. They are going to make a trade. Where are they going to move their pick, and what are they going to get in exchange? They're going to take number 10 pick and Nikola Vucevic in exchange. Oh, hell no. I'm reversing this. This is bullshit. Matter of fact, why? Why would the Knicks do this? Mitchell Robinson, I can absolutely understand trading him in some sense. Granted, they don't play him much, but Nikola Vucevic, what are the Knicks about them? Matter of fact, never mind. You know what? The Knicks are going to make a pretty shaky trade, as I believe James Dolan has lost his marbles. All right, and with that 10th pick, who the fuck am I going to take? Take a point guard. Why? What is Christian? I don't know. Maybe Christian Gibson got something, did something I don't know about. Maybe he's hella nice. So he got some vert and you drafted him? Bro, come on. At 6 feet, how often is he going to bang on somebody? Oh, bugging, son. I can't believe that happened. Oh, boy. Oh, God. The Pistons are not going to make a trade. Oh, God. They're going to do something stupid, too. Are you serious? The Pistons are going to trade their first-round pick for Malcolm Brogdon, which I can understand. The Celtics have probably been talking about trading him for real. Anyways, and they're going to take the worst first-round pick swap in 2028, which was, I believe, originally ours or Boston's. Doesn't matter. That's the trade they made. Whatever. Now Boston is on the clock, and they will probably pick. Oh, they're taking a big. Okay, Dino Raja from Croatia. Interesting. Maybe Al Horford. No, Al Horford didn't retire, but maybe he'll replace a lot of those minutes as Horford gets older. Maybe he'll take some minutes from a guy like Kristaps Porzingis. Even though Porzingis is more like a stretch 4, stretch 5 kind of guy. Now the Knicks are on the clock yet again. They will select Bryant Christie from Texas, 6'11", center. Apparently he has the best mid-range jumper in the draft. And interesting. Apparently that type of player is highly seeked in today's basketball game, which is not true. But if he can step out in a 3, I could see him definitely being, good. I still can't believe they traded Brunson, son. That's... Ow. Now it is our turn. All right. Of the 100% scouted guys like Mr. Andrew Cassell, his ceiling is Stephon Marbury, which I don't think is bad at all. Floor being Lou Williams, also not bad at all. One of the best pure shooters in the draft, will drain threes with ease. Has a crazy vertical for a guy at 6 foot 185. He looks like he's like 5'8", honestly. And likes to distribute, one of the better passers in the league. He does not have any issues as far as his medicals are concerned. Let me see. He averaged 24 points, 8 assists, and a steal. Do we take him, though? Shot 48% from 3. Would we be out of our mind not to take him? We're not hell-bent on needing a point guard, but I'm pretty sure we'll lose at least one of them at some point. Also, again, we can pair Ricky Olsen right alongside Victor Wembenyama. He averaged 22.5 points, 12 boards, and 3 blocks per game. He's at least decent offensively. Not really going to shoot the 3 much. His ceiling is Bam Adebayo, and his floor is Olden Polynice, both of which are starters. You can expect his game to grow a lot as he matures. Ability to score his back to the basket. Not the best at changing direction. That doesn't bode well for a guy like today's league. Almost 100% scouted. Mr. Al Baldwin, his ceiling is Rudy Gobert. His floor is Manute Bol. Physical specimen, looks like he's ready to play. Can dominate in the low post and grab rebounds over much larger. Who the hell is larger than him other than like Wemby? Like, that sounds crazy. Balance is so-so, and he does not have any issues as far as the meds are concerned. 15.5 points, 12, almost 13 boards, 3 assists. Okay, 4.4 blocks. He's not shooting a 3. We probably let Wemby shoot some of those, and shot only 43% from the field. I almost feel like I should take him. His inside scoring is freaking terrible. Mid-range, can shoot some 3. Post defense is an A. Do we even draft him with the first pick? Maybe not. Maybe we wait till the next pick, which really isn't too far away to really see where we stand as far as that is concerned. Isaac Clark, though. Wow, he's getting steals and blocks. How you getting blocks at 6'7"? That's crazy. As a 2 guard, like, you out here just smacking people's stuff. Let me see, Sasha Dragic. Okay, guys are just getting blocks left, right, and center. That's crazy. almost 19 points and 8 boards with 3 assists and 2.5 steals. Damn. I feel like these numbers are lying. Mid-range threat here. Not sure who I'm going to take. The way I see it, I can come back and get a big at some point in time. Whether I actually sign one or I draft one or trade for one. But this guy looks pretty good. I'm going to take him. Why not? See where things play out. And we're going to take Andrew Cassell from Marquette, 6 foot, 185 pounds. Apparently, he can out-muscle his opponents, and he fits the bill. He's apparently easily the strongest point guard in the draft, so that is a good look from us. We're going to skip to our next pick. Not even going to see what the AI might do, because it might piss me off. All right, 17th pick now. We're going to take somebody. All right, I think they might have taken the other 2 bigs, but we now have an issue, because now I got to figure out who the other draft, because shit done got real. Again, I can pair another big, or I can get somebody who might play that swingman position, though I do like Keldon Johnson. I do like Devin Vassell. Jeremy Sochan is pretty solid, though he's more of a 3 and kind of can play the 4 occasionally. That ball went, bro. Like, you got 4.4 blocks a game. Like, I want to be smacking people's stuff. We need to be, preventing guys from going to rack all willy-nilly. Even if you might not be able to, might not have a balance I like. We can work on the inside game. I'm really not asking you to step in there and be an offensive threat right away. Give you a couple of years. At 21 years old, we're going to take Al Baldwin. 7'2". Will he wear number 40? Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I can't turn away the 4.4 blocks. So let's get to our second round pick. Assuming we even have one anymore. Second round, and honestly, this is where things get interesting, because I have no idea what we have here. I'll go by scouted for now. Bob Rice is the most scouted as a spot-up threat. This is why I really should have took the time out and actually attempted to, look at some of them sleeper dudes, but it's okay. Oh boy, still not sure what to take. I'm not going to take another big. We don't need one. Reggie L. Harris is a 3-point threat, though. Perimeter threat. Let me look and see what the projected overall by our scouts is. And we got Lou Samuels and Maurice Pierce. So we got Damian Marshall, who is a paint protector at the 4. We do need a 4 in the sense that we don't have anybody to back up Wemby. He's ranked higher. Let's take a look and see what maybe we might get. This guy is considered to be Kevon Looney or Ronaldo. Anywhere between Kevon Looney and Ronaldo Balkman. Should provide some rim protection. Keep below post defender. Decent frame. Should put on some muscle. At 218 pounds, you definitely should. Can get a push out of position when grabbing boards and not a shooter at all. Solid defense, but your offense, oh boy, you're not bringing it. This guy is a mid-range threat. We have literally no idea who the hell he is, but he's a better offensive threat from what we know. Let's see. Solid on-ball defender, can steal the rock on occasion, shows a lot of heart when grabbing boards, solid vertical leap, and he doesn't have any significant weaknesses. At 6'10", I'll take it. Why not? It's a second-round pick. More than likely, I'll sign him. He's from Mississippi. Apparently, he has the potential to become an all-star. For real? That's crazy. Oh, that was the last pick in the draft. All right. Here's how the draft went. Zach Johnson. Oh, they don't give me no. Oh, I can't even keep. Okay. All right. Well, Zach Johnson went number 1. The Timberwolves took Mauricio Sanchez, number 2. Alex Blake. Donta Lambert. Georgios Alexandri. I'm probably pronouncing that man's name wrong as hell. Garrison Long, 3-point threat. See Owen Law, Jeffrey Waters, Damian Lowry, Christian Gibson, Dino Raja, Brian Christie following the trade, Andrew Cassell, our point guard, one of our point guards. He's not going to start. I got to be honest. Dimitri West inside the threat. Olsen went 15. again, I wanted him just because he's a two-way threat. We might lose something offensively, but it's fine. He'll learn. The Celtics took a combo guard who came back with a 5. Emmanuel Sylvester. Arthur Watson goes to the Nuggets. Pacers take Matt Burns. Hawks take Russ Hickman. Stephen Posey goes to the Pelicans. Isaac Clark to the Cavs. Sasha Dragic to the Pelicans. So, they're Pelicans building themselves up, getting some young guys, big moves. Andrew Anderson at Chase will be alongside KD and friends in Phoenix. Deion Kelly goes to the Celtics. Todd Cox goes to the 76ers. I believe he's going to replace Tobias Harris, as he's in the last year of his deal. Neil Powers going to the Grizzlies alongside the MVP, Philip Coleman. Damn, did the Pelicans have 4 firsts? 1, 2, 3. I felt like they had 4. And let's see, with the last pick in the first, it went to Ion Constantine following Kyle Lowry's retirement. 2nd round pick. Listen, 2nd round picks might play. You never know. Oh, my man Ezekiel Cross. Yes, that Ezekiel Cross of power. I decided to grade him. Throw him in the draft class. I think I did a solid job on his face. Looks like you should see it on the screen in a minute. Rockets take Willard Carroll, a rim protector. Clay Butler going to the under high flyer. Oscar Carlisle going to the Blazers. Dalton Gregory, a tempo pushing point, goes to the Knicks. Magic take Ivan Rancic. Claude Clark going to the Nuggets. Mid-range two-way threat. Donovan Farrell, a mid-range threat at the 3 and 4 position, goes to the Clippers. Jeffrey Lloyd going to the Celtics. Calvin Wagner to the Pistons. Mingu Kim going to the Celtics. Juan Carlos Ortiz to be a 2nd rounder. I seriously contemplate. I would have signed him if he was a unrestricted undrafted free agent. Suns take Will Wilkins, an interior threat. Haribo Christopher going to the Bucks. Clippers take Lawrence Forbes. Daniel Perkins to the Rockets. Blake Rhodes to the Lakers. Antoine McDaniel going to the Sixers. Heat take Randolph Watkins. Suns take Jackson Arnold, a ball hawk. Trailblazers take Stevie Wright, a two-way interior threat. That, given his overall, he seems like a sleeper guy that just was just sitting there chilling. He's all right. Rockets take Ciro De La Cruz, a spot-up threat at 6'7". Lowell Landry, a point-of-attack stopper, taken by the Pacers. I would have signed him, just based off the type of player he is. We could use some stoppage ability in the backcourt. Not against it. Devin Paxson going to the Pacers, so back-to-back picks from them. Sean Malone going to the Wizards, 3-point threat at 6'4". Albin Houston, no relation to Allen, is a defensive anchor going to the Pelicans. I feel like the Pelicans are going to have to cut a bunch of guys. There's no way in hell they're going to sign all these dudes. They have like 5 picks. Sidney Bosch, mid-range threat, going to the Hornets. Douglas Kersey going to the Sixers. Timberwolves take Charles Hamilton, not the rapper. Mid-range threat, center power forward. And of course, the last pick was our own Maurice Pierce, a paint protector. First round picks automatically get the accepted tag. I do want to bring in Maurice Pierce. I want to see what he can do. He might be pretty solid. Apparently, do we not have any cap room? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I know we're about to lose like 2-3 players, and if not, I'm trading their ass. Guys like Reggie Bullock, Doug McDermott, Cedi Osman might be on the move. I'm signing on my draft picks right now. You can deal with any of the financial stuff later. Team options. Listen, I'd be kind of dumb not to accept all these guys. Even Blake Beasley, 21 years old. I may just send him down to the G League. We'll see. I wish the G League was something more front and center, so I can send guys down there, see what that roster looks like. But you got to go through hoops and the high heavens in order to make that work. But yeah, all these guys are going to come back. I have no reason not to bring them back. see who accepted. Oh, LeBron James is going to be a free agent. So will Kawhi Leonard. We bring Kawhi back after the bullshit he pulled several years ago. OG Anunoby. Okay, he's a possible guy we could bring in. Angelo Russell is available. Of course, Boncaro is going to return. Christian Wood. Lonzo Ball will be available. Interesting. Russell Westbrook will be available. Might bring him, depending on how much you want, might bring him in as a veteran. See if I can help some of these young dudes get better in a mentorship role. I don't think I'm really gonna, have him starting like that. Caleb Martin, Luke Kennard, 3-level scorer. Okay, he'll decline. Jalen Duran. Ooh, man, if I had known he was gonna decline, shit, I'd have just signed his ass. Oh well, it's fine. Soyan accepts. All right, we'll see how free agency plays out. Restricted free agency, I don't really have a reason to sign either of these two guys. Honestly, one of those three guys, or all of those three guys, they'll replace whatever these guys would have ever put up. I could probably send Dominic Barlow the G League. I'm not even 100% sure, but for $2.22 million, he'll end up on somebody's G League. Devin Vassell, though, gotta bring him back, even though his numbers weren't great. His scoring got cut by a third. Still putting up 3.5 assists. He needs to put up more assists. If you're not going to be scoring 15, you need to be at least 5-6 assists. Well, no, he's a 2-guard. Never mind. No, he needs to be creeping up towards 20 points a game. He's getting the touches. It's not like we're not giving him the touches, but he's just not knocking shots down like that. His minutes did get cut by 5 minutes. So it makes sense that his numbers are closer to his 2021-22 numbers. Maybe we give him some more minutes in 2024. Moratorium. Listen, I'm probably going to just not attempt to sign anybody because I'm not trying to be hamstrung by any of the... Not trying to be hamstrung, honestly. And we could use a 2-guard. As far as guards are concerned, Castle could play the 2-guard role, but honestly, these are all point guards. Maybe not Wesley. He can shoot. Maybe we move him to the 2-guard and he can get some burn that way. Yeah. Him and Malachi Branham. They can split time. I think they can split time. We'll see. Other than that, we are probably cut Cisco or Sissoko. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, not a whole lot here. Maurice Pierce, you see his attributes. Matter of fact, I'll show you his true attributes. He's okay. Got a little bit of midi game. He's got a lot of work to do. Draws fouls though. And at center, Al Baldwin can play now. Only he's not as good offensively. So Assie will get the burn. We're gonna bring back Devin Vassell on his bird rights. Might as well. Our cap room is probably going to be... our cap room's not going to be hindered. We should be good. Let's see. Hopefully he accepts, or hopefully nobody tries to OD and, attempt to, pull a Jalen Brunson like the Knicks did a couple years ago. So he will agree to a contract. We'll keep him. We will renounce the rights of Reggie Bullock and Doug McDermott and Seti Osman. We will also renounce the rights to Sandro. Just going to keep it at that. So, making some room. Guess I could try to keep Zach Collins. I don't know. I don't think we even got the bread to do this. He said he wasn't coming back, so I'm going to hold him to that. All right. Devin Vassell will accept a 3-year, $56.3 million contract. And as far as anybody else, I'll let them leave. In free agency, we have $31.85 million to play with. I don't really have anybody I'm too hell-bent on grabbing up. We've got 4 point guards. Maybe sign a 2-guard. I think a 2-guard might help, but it's gonna have to be somebody who ain't making too much. I think for a decent price, sign Anthony Melton. Granted, he's got point guard in him, and maybe not. Turns out whoever drafted Zeke Cross never actually signed him. What the hell? I created him. I might as well sign him. He ain't gonna ask for much. I think 2 years at $3.6 million is pretty good, actually. I think that's pretty good for a guy. He's only 19. Why not? What the hell? Sign him. you know what? A veteran like Tobias Harris, I thought about trading for. I'm going to sign him. 11 mil is not bad at all. I think he'd be pretty solid. 32 years old. He can play the 4-2, so we can move Wemby sometimes, play Harris, or, let Tobias Harris get a decent amount of minutes. Hope he's not expected to be a starter, though. 2 years, 11.04. He's got the badges, so I kind of want him in on our team so he can help out the younger guys. I think this is a good move. I think I can already think of like 1 or 2 players I'll be sending down to the G League just to make sure it works. Hopefully he accepts our contract. $41 million in cap room to play with. I don't remember if there is a cap floor, so I'm not going to spend the money if I don't have to. I'm not going to lie. I thought James Wiseman would have worked out in Golden State, but I know injuries hurt him and stuff. I don't think he's going to cost us that much to go for him. We go for Duran. Duran is 20. Wiseman is 23. Oh boy. Let's see. How much does he want? 26.16. Again, we've got the room. It's not like we can't afford him. Duran probably wants something pretty similar. That is true. He does. Wait, is that per year? God, we have him 28.9. Oh, maybe not. I know I usually run MLB The Show on the channel. I feel like I'd be really hard pressed not to sign Kenny Lofton Jr. Now, granted, he ain't nowhere near as fast as his daddy, but I just think he'd be interested. Maybe we'll see Kenny Lofton at games. I mean, honestly, for 1 year, almost $5 million. Yeah, give him a second year. Let's give him a second year. Why not? Give him 2 years. Pay him a little. Give him some security. I mean, shoot, I thought he was a bit of a beast down low. He was playing in Memphis. Zeke Cross is going to take our contract. 2 years, 7.38 mil. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, they're accepting offers. Tobias Harris decided to sign with the Sacramento Kings. He decided to sign with the Kings. Whatever. Which means we're still in the market for forwards. Be a center. I think I might sign a center. All right. So one of the guys that was in the draft class is a free agent. Also is not wanting much. 1.14 million, and admittedly so. He has some Hall of Fame badges. Maybe he'll end up being a beast. We'll see. Again, we can use another big man. And he looks like he's got the badges. I just don't think he has the attributes to go along with it. Again, I randomized a lot of the badges. And why not? League minimum. Screw it. We need another big just in case, one of our other bigs gets injured. I think that'll probably be it as far as, that's going to be it as far as signings. All right, player progression. We'll see how guys have evolved over the course of a year. You would think they would show something like this, I don't know, right after the season, but neither here nor there. Wemby goes down 1 overall point. I'm confused why. I don't know why. I almost don't care why. It's very weird. Now, granted, I did mess with tangibles, so that could be the only reason why these guys are gotten lower. It probably, it's a thing all across the league. Maybe with the exception of a couple guys like Jalen Green, 22. I feel perfectly fine with what our guys are. Let's see. Wemby got better at the three-point shot and is an interior defender, which is big. We're going to need that. Let's see. Cisco got a little better. Sissoko. Blake Wesley after finally getting some burn. Guys getting some IQ. All right. Ooh. Jones loses some physical. I don't know if that's speed or whatever. They never freaking tell it. Actually, I might be able to. There we are. We'll find out. Well, let's see. Jones loses some layup. Standing dunk, which driving dunk, whatever. 6'1". I don't expect him to dunk all that often anyway. It is what it is. Check out MLB The Show, all international players franchise, and the Franchise Ain't Dad podcast. I'll let y'all later. Peace out.